Hey guys!
Welcome everyone. We're so glad that you're back.
If you couldn't see by now, we're uploading every other Friday because we have jobs and
We have lives.
we're busy lives. Right now we're doing every other Friday, and you can follow us on Instagram. We'll have that linked below. Definitely chit chat with us, message us, but comment below and let us know different stuff you want to see from us.
Yep.
If you'd like to see how we got this Valentine's inspired day look.
Keep watching.
Yeah.
Sit
Have
back
fun.
and relax. Pour yourself a hot beverage or your favorite drink.
And hang out with
have
us.
Fun. Come have fun with us.
V-Day look.
We already did our foundation and our eyebrows. We just wanted to concentrate more on the eyeshadow look. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Valentine's Day look, but
Nope. Just something fun. Something a little colorful. Pow, pow.
a little pop pop. Let's get into it.
So how are people doing?
How's life? What have you been up to?
Right now, I am using the first Jaclyn Hill palette, but this shade is what I'm starting with.
Looks like you like that shade a little bit.
Well, it's a great transition shade, okay?
I'm using Physicians Formula Butter Palette. Mine looks really disgusting and dirty because I don't clean any of my makeup and I'm a terrible person like that. I'm using this shade right here.
The next shade I'm using, I think, is the one right next to it. So it's like that one. I'm just kind of going for it. I have no idea.
I have no idea what I'm doing either. So Brittany, what do you think about Valentine's Day? What are your thoughts and your feelings?
My thoughts and my feelings, it's a bunch of crap. Well, we all know it. It's a Hallmark holiday, but there's still that pressure to do something about it on that holiday, which like stupid, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, we'll do something. There's so much pressure. My personal thing is it's like seeing people out here getting like super expensive jewelry for Valentine's Day. What you doing? For me, I'm like, save that for like anniversary, you know, like go big for that. I'm like, why?
Don't get me started on prom and homecoming.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer more low key, I think. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I go back and forth. Ladies, lower your freaking expectations. Take it from here to like here. You're putting way too much pressure on your man to essentially treat you like a queen, which he should already be doing. He should already be treating you like a queen and making you feel special on other days of the year. Obviously not every day because that's not realistic, but if you're waiting for Valentine's Day for him to show you how much he cares, then
Something wrong.
I think it's cute, but I also think it's rough for a lot of people. Yeah, I would just say how I feel about it is, one, lower your expectations and just have fun. Don't put a lot of pressure behind it.
We tend to we'll make dinner, just kind of like something fun and special. They'll typically get me flowers because I love flowers. We'll surprise each other with dessert. It's kind of like our presents to each other. Typically write like a letter or something. Like something simple that we can do annually that's not like too pressurized.
Side note, it's really fun editing these videos because Brittany makes the funniest faces. Her face will be like we'll just be having the most
Fun.
basic conversation and Brittany will have the most expressive face. And I'm over here like RBF and like really hard. And the clips will be like
Yeah, my face tends to speak for me when I don't mean to. So that's unfortunate sometimes.
I'm the kind of woman who was like super hype into Valentine's Day. I had some bomb Valentine's Days in high school, not gonna lie. So if you were a part of those days, thank you. They were great. So headed into Valentine's Day as a married couple, I was like, well, I'm married now, so Valentine's Day is gonna be like times 10. That's just not true, guys. So I just learned real quick Valentine's Day is to just not expect anything. Just ends up better that way. We'll do something, but we don't really have like a tradition of what we do on Valentine's Day. One year,
Whatever that looks
it
like.
was awesome because my husband got us massages, which was really fun, but we didn't realize it was like deep tissue.
Ooh.
I look over and this lady's like digging her elbow into my husband's booty and I'm like, wow, this is quite the experience. But it was something new and something we hadn't experienced together before, and I think that's why it was so great. It's fun to experience new things together, even if it's not like
Anything crazy.
anything over
It's always
the top.
fun.
What is your favorite Valentine's Day memory?
So for our first Valentine's Day, Ryan surprised me with like a fort. Like he made like a fort in our living room in our first apartment that we had together. Like he surprised me. I came home and like I had to close my eyes to like get into our bedroom. Like I couldn't open because he wasn't ready yet. And so like I changed and like got ready and everything and stuff for like Valentine's Day, and like he had food and made like chocolate covered strawberries. It was so much fun. We ate in our fort. Do you remember what came after though?
It's like the simple things sometimes that aren't super extravagant, but
speak to the heart.
they're
It
just
took thought.
simple and thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, take notes because that's freaking romantic. When Ben and I were engaged, he was like, hey, come over. We had planned like a surprise dinner and hang out, which was really, really nice. He made like salmon, rice, and green beans with bacon or something. And it was so good. He had like these sticky notes on the wall in the shape of a heart. And each one said things that he loves about me.
Words
And
of
you had to,
affirmation.
like, yeah, that's my love language, by the way. In order to see all of them, you had to like pull them off the wall. And it was just really fun just like sitting there and like looking at each one. I was like, oh, wow. And I'll never forget that.
That's super
just
sweet.
so cute. Right now, I'm using the black shade in the Honest Beauty palette. This shade right here as my eyeliner. Eyeshadow is very versatile. For example, Brittany used eyeshadow for her eyebrows. I mean, that's the beauty of eyeshadow, is you can just use it for a lot of different things.
And if people want to do something more simple, like you do not have to do the shade Home Buddy that I did. You could do it very simple and then like add like a pop of like simple pink shadow like right here. Or you could do like a nude and kind of do a pop of color like with like pink eyeliner or something like that. Like you could do very simple. You don't have to go, whoa.
It's all up to you, baby. It's all up to you.
It's Valentine's Day, and if you don't have someone, you don't have someone. That's fine.
That's okay.
Whether you have someone or not, you should still love yourself. So what are some things that are maybe like insecurities or things that you're working on loving like for yourself, or maybe like in the past had to work on to like start loving this about yourself?
Insecurities about myself.
Yes.
I would say I have two major insecurities. The first one is how I look, and then the second one is being loved, being accepted. Being loved is kind of like you know how you have 2 bullet points and then you have your sub bullet points? Being loved, there's like 10 different sub points that like goes into that. It means so many different things. How I look, definitely. I think a lot of women struggle with that. I've always struggled with body image, wishing I had a big booty.
Bootylicious.
As far as feeling loved, it's hard to love yourself when you're so worried about other people loving you, because you're not thinking about self-improvement. You're thinking about shaping yourself to how you think other people would want you to be, and sometimes that's when you become the most ingenuine person.
And who they don't like you for isn't who you are.
Sometimes that's when you have a midlife crisis and you ask yourself, wait, who am I? You've become someone that is shaped by other people's expectations, or
instead of who God says you are.
Who gives a crap what people think of you? Really, who cares?
I remember for New Year's, like asking my husband of being like, should I wear this, or is this too much for the occasion? Are people gonna be more dressed down? And he was like, who do you want to be? And I was like, oh damn, oh shoot, okay. And I was just like, you know what? I want to be Brittany. I want to be me. That was like a big step forward for me, like in moments like that, being like, I'm gonna go as I want to be, and I feel cute, and I like how I look, and I feel confident. I'm going as this. Just kind of owning who I am, and really enjoying it.
So Brittany, what are some of your insecurities?
Something I've been insecure about is weight. Just with my different health things, my weight tends to fluctuate a lot. I've had like a mind funk with like working out again. When I was a little bit heavier, I like just kind of would stand in the mirror and like I would point out things I didn't like or things that I was like wish was different. I started changing my outlook of myself, of like maybe I didn't believe it, but eventually I started believing these positive affirmations about myself. Like whenever I look in the mirror, I would say like 3 things that I liked about myself, even if I didn't truly like it, but like eventually the positive reinforcement. I genuinely started to love a little bit extra fat I had, and like just loving my body the way it was. And like my husband still thought I looked great. So he's just like, I think you look great. How do you feel about yourself? If you don't like it, like do what you can, to change it, our mindset of like, if I don't like it, I should do something to change it that I can. Like, cause like, I don't want to just sit around and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset that my body's like this. Like, if I can do something to better myself,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. So I started eating a little bit better again. That was a process for me. Just kind of stopping the self-comparison to those around me, and like online, like I noticed online was affecting that. If something online, like body image wise, was causing me to stumble, I took it off my feed, but just working on like, okay, where am I comparing myself without realizing it? Where is that affecting my mental health? And then taking steps to better that so that I don't struggle as much, and doing what I can. And so like if I do come across something now, sometimes I stumble, or sometimes I'm still working on it. I'm human.
Oh.
We ain't perfect, so I mean, it is what it is. Personality wise though, what would you say is, I think you said like acceptance.
Yeah, acceptance, wanting to be accepted and wanting to feel like people like you and enjoy you. It's always been a struggle for me.
Like, okay, do they actually like me? Or are they just being nice? Like, I think no matter what age you are, there's always times where you're like, okay, I don't have friends.
Yeah.
Cool. Some people are only met for a certain time in your life, and some people you meet again later on once you've kind of both worked through some stuff. Friendships change and grow, and some people are only meant for a certain timeline, and some for longer.
And I think as you get older, you realize that your time is pretty valuable, and so who you spend your time with, you want them to want to spend their time with you, and you want them to put in an effort and really care about you,
not be one-sided,
genuinely. So I think that's something you also realize too, is who wants to do life with you and grow with you, and
call you out if you're being if you're not being a great person
in the stage that you're in, and who doesn't want to give that time to you.
Community is so important. I think people are realizing that now with COVID. By the way, I've been using from the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. For the lighter pink, I used Lolly Mama, and then for the darker pink, I used Dance Party. Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon Sugar. Brittany's covering like the pink, like vibrant side of Valentine's Day, and I'm covering like the light pinky purple with smoky. So I'm not gonna put 5 layers of bronzer on this time.
So with this bronzer, I'm taking, it just depends on your skin tone. You kind of have to swatch to see sometimes. But I have more of like an olivey undertone. So I like to use like this kind of a shade, and then this one to kind of transition from that shade. You don't have to do that. It's just something I've been liking doing since getting this palette, and I have a lighter shade to use. But I take like a big fluffy brush, kind of like this, and do up by my hairline because I have a big forehead, so I'm shrinking that down. Honestly, play around, because like before going to bed, or just like whatever, if we're washing your face before bed, like play around with some makeup, because it's like no one but you's gonna see it, and kind of see what works for you.
The thing that I learned with my face shape is that keeping my bronzer closer to my hairline instead of dragging it all the way down towards my lips just helps lift your face rather than drag it down. You always want to look for ways to lift your face rather than
sag it down.
Using the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Fantastic, darling. Fantastic. One thing that you can do too, if you feel like either you got too much bronzer, too much product, is you can use your blender
or brush.
You have a beauty blender.
Whatever you used for your foundation.
Or brush to kind of just go over it a little bit and take off that excess. Cool. Make them pop, pop.
Pop them collarbones.
Pop, 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 pop. Going in with the Fit Me
Maybelline
in the shade Pink Rose. When you're putting on blush, ladies, always make sure you're doing upward motions towards your forehead. Ooh. Another thing you can do with your blush if you want to, if you're going for more of a pinky purpley eye look like I am, you can kind of add it to your crease, towards the top part of your crease, to kind of pull that blush into your look.
This is my like brightening powder from my under eye.
I am using the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Oh yeah, mascara, huh? Before I apply mascara, I usually set my face. I'm gonna set it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's a good one though.
It smells so good.
It does smell really good.
Sometimes I set, sometimes I don't. I've been doing it again more recently. And I'm using the Honest Beauty primer and mascara. The 2-in-1.
I'm using Lash Sensational. Woo, 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 woo.
Comment below and let us know if you want us to do a makeup look of going like more in depth of like foundation
Yes.
or
Like tutorials.
how to do like very simple eye look with products that you maybe already have. Let us know different things you'd like to see from us. If you do a mess up, let it dry and it's a lot easier. You don't have to go back in with product.
Yeah, if makeup or mascara transfers to your eyelid, let it dry, baby. Let it dry.
Let it be, let it be. Lashes that are not being cooperative.
Yep. It's usually my left side. My lefty is not my bestie.
Agreed. So what are some channels that like are things on YouTube you like to watch that aren't makeup?
Ooh,
I like to watch DIY.
yeah, those are fun.
Those are so fun.
I really like watching like health and fitness
Yeah.
YouTubers. Like there's this chick who's an Australian named Sarah Day.
Nice.
And she's the cutest. There's a lot of like awesome healthy cooking tips and recipes and anything like health and fitness related. I really, really enjoy. How about you? DIY stuff?
Yeah, DIY is so much fun. Like I love doing crafts. Does it always turn out? No. But I love doing it.
Sure.
It's fun. I'm using the KKW. Yes, KKW. She has some good products. Don't judge.
KKW.
The Nude 3.
I am using the Wet n Wild liquid cat suit.
And I have this, I think it's from Flower Beauty. Yeah. Flower Beauty at Walmart has some great stuff.
Flower Beauty's amazing.
Honey Nude. This is a lipstick and this is a gloss. I'm using the gloss right now. So I just want to add like a little bit of this.
That was fun.
Work it.
Yay!
We did it.
This is a finished
Great.
product.
Look at you.
You look so good, girl.
Thank you.
You look so love struck.
Oh, I am in love.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. We want your feedback, obviously. Things you want to see or
Yes.
learn. We have a lot of fun with makeup, so we'll do whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later.
Catch you later. Have a good week.